Okay, so I am basically doing 30-minute chunks of working on this poster, and you can see there's a little timer in the bottom right. That's going to go up to 30 minutes, and then I've actually done speed ramps, and the whole middle portion of this is sped up 400%. So this whole video should be 10 minutes, and that's pretty much what I'm going for, because 30 minutes of real-time art is, in fact, I think, too slow. It's probably too boring, but I wanted to show you real time. So that timer is going to speed up along with the video. It's going to be accurate. And I'm basically just going to cut this up into 30-minute chunks. So that's what I'm doing. That's what the plan is anyway. And what I'm doing right now is I'm writing out names of the villains. I'm just trying to kind of get everything organized and, figure out who I want to use and basically just kind of visualize it without putting any drawings down, because, different villains have different shapes and sizes. Of course, that's one of the cool things about these characters is they're very extreme. And I think that's just the coolest thing about these cartoons or these animations. I feel silly calling it cartoons because I feel like this is like art and cartoon is just like some slop that you watch on Saturday or Cartoon Network or something. But yeah, I'm just writing out names right now. And also, I don't know if it's gonna, if you can tell, but I did get a new piece of equipment. It is called a Rodecaster Duo. It's pretty sweet. I'm still learning it. There's so much to learn. And maybe because I'm old, I don't know. It's pretty difficult for me to figure this stuff out. I'm also trying to stream. I haven't streamed anything yet. I did set up a Twitch and Kick account. And of course I have YouTube. They have YouTube Live. I'm not sure how to multi-stream, so I'm not going to mess with that. I'll probably just do YouTube streaming. And my internet's not that great, so if the quality sucks, it's probably due to a bad graphics card and or a combination of the bad graphics card, which I think by now is, oh my gosh, how old is it? It's got to be probably a 10-year-old graphics card. And really slow internet, like the slowest internet I can possibly get, although that will be changing. So, if I stream and it's really laggy and it's really choppy and the quality sucks, I'll probably just do test streams just to test it out, see how it goes, try to kind of learn how it works. And you can see the video's already sped up. So now I first made a list, and now I'm trying to kind of organize and figure out where I want them to go, again, without actually drawing anything. But streaming is difficult for whatever reason. I don't know why. I'm just having a lot of trouble with it. And there's like stream keys, and then I got this overlay from a place called Own 3D, Unique Blue. It's really, really cool, but I haven't successfully streamed anything, and I don't know how to set up alerts and connect widgets and things like that in the chat box. And currently I only have one monitor. So, as difficult as making these videos was to learn how to do, I feel like streaming is going to be easier, but I'm still not there yet. So the reason I think streaming would work is I don't have to edit. Basically it's going to record as I stream all at the same time. And, I'm going to have a window with my art. I'm going to have a webcam window. There's going to be a chat. And then there's going to be some widgets like new follower, new subscriber, things like that. Once I actually figure out how to set it up. And, essentially I'm just going to talk and draw. And then, so that would be like a live stream on YouTube or Kick. I don't know. I don't feel like Twitch is probably really where I want to go. I feel like it's mostly just video games. And you guys know I don't play video games. I used to. I'd love to have a man cave with some classic arcade games like NBA Jam and maybe Mortal Kombat 3 and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and maybe some kind of a sit-down race car kind of thing with the steering wheel and the pedals and all that. That would be pretty sweet. But yeah, I don't know. If I can do it on Twitch too, I don't think that would really matter. So, but I want to live stream the art in real time. I don't know when, probably on the weekend for, 2 hours or so. And then what I would do is I would cut that up into 4 30-minute chunks that I would put out on YouTube, just like this one, which would end up being a 10-minute YouTube video from 30 minutes of actual art. And then, well, I want to start doing shorts, but I'm not really sure. Maybe I would turn a 30 minutes of art into like a 1-minute short, just like super sped up, like really, really fast. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that too much, but I do want to start doing some shorts. I feel like that's a good way to build the subscribers and, kind of grow the channel sort of easier. Have to do a lot of subtitles and, they call it editing for retention or retention editing, which I don't know. I've never done that before. I've never made a short. So there's so many new things. I can't tell you how much more work it is than I ever imagined, but I really want to do it. So that's why I keep investing in it and I keep making videos, even though it's not that often. It's the best I can do right now with the time I have. But the Rodecaster Duo, the one thing I really, really love about it, and the main reason I got it, is because it has, I guess it's called onboard audio processing or sound RCP or something like that. I forget what the letters are for it, but essentially it will do all the EQing. It'll add all the compression and it'll basically do all of the sound editing. So you get the best sound possible live in real time. So previously I would just record it with the best, I would record it and then in post-production or in DaVinci Resolve, I would add the EQ and I have it all set up like presets and stuff, but still, especially for a live stream, it's way better if everything is just, if everything is basically set up and ready to go and you don't have to do anything at all in post. When this live stream is output as a recording, I don't need to mess with the audio at all, unless I want to go in and do like little sound effects. But with the actual audio, I don't. So it's really, really cool. And there's no latency. Like when I hear myself in my earphones, I basically hear myself exactly the way you would hear me. So it's going to save so much time. And then again, the live streams will sound better. If I wanted to use it for a Zoom call, for example, that would sound really, really good. And that's the main reason. But there's so many other things that this device does. And quite frankly, I am a bit overwhelmed. So, I think I hope it's going to work out well. I'm hoping this poster turns out well. I'm still trying to figure everything out, as you can see. And I've got about 1 minute left. It's going to slow down to real time at the very end. But this is like the first literal 30 minutes of real time. So this is how far I was able to get in 30 minutes. It probably doesn't sound or look like a lot, and it's not. But, this kind of stuff really does take a long time, or at least it takes me a long time. And in this way, you can see what a half hour of work is, at least for me. And I'm going to wrap this up, but like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. I would appreciate it. And you guys have a great day.